So, no.
Hey there, Eric Scheidler here, Executive Director of the Pro-Life Action League. Taking a break from the rain to drive through our Face the Truth tour display with you. We're just about to come upon our first warning sign that we just put up. So we're going to turn the camera over to see that. Warning, abortion victim photos ahead. And actually the wording on that sign was very deliberately chosen. We actually changed it a few years ago when we modified our display. It used to say, warning, graphic abortion photos ahead. We changed the sign to say abortion victim photos because we really want to put the emphasis on what these photos portray, not their graphic nature. Because in actual fact, the images we've chosen are not the most graphic type of images around. We really deliberately picked images that were less gory, that were focused on particular features of an aborted child, and then captioned in such a way to evoke sympathy. And if you're wondering what I'm talking about, you're about to see it for yourself. So let's turn the camera forward to see the display as we approach it. You'll notice some Stop Abortion Now signs sprinkled through as well. See that side? It says 10 perfect fingers, aborted 11 weeks. And the other side, every other side says she'll never learn to walk, aborted 8 weeks. 10 perfect fingers, she'll never learn to walk, 10 perfect fingers. Then we move into our next sign, the baby aborted at 15 weeks, his only baby picture, and remember this face. So these are the images that people see as they're driving by, and you're getting an experience of what that's like right now. And they're all designed to invite people to care about these children. What you're not seeing on these signs, it's always hard to list things you're not seeing. It's easy to see what's there. It's hard to see what's not there. What's not there, though, is any kind of a political message. We're not talking about politics here. We're not talking about legislation. We're not talking about campaigns. We are simply inviting people to care about the unborn child. Let's look at our live signs as we're getting just a few of these as we pass by. These are what the cars see after the intersection. So they see the abortion pictures, and then after they've seen that, kind of are processing that, then we show them pictures of what life in the womb is like as a sort of contrast to what they've beheld in the abortion pictures. Now I'm going to turn around here in just a moment. We're going to drive past our next warning sign. We put a fair amount of space in between the display and the warning sign so that people can make a decision. They see that sign, and then they can decide if they want to maybe take a different route to avoid looking at those pictures, because we understand people are sensitive, and it's a difficult thing in the middle of a regular day to suddenly be confronted with abortion. That's part of why we do it. People are complacent and they are apathetic about abortion, and these signs are kind of penetrating that apathy, penetrating that instinct to turn away, to not really confront the reality of abortion that these signs depict. So bear with me as I do a little turnaround here. This is a gigantic truck. We picked this particular spot because we know it's low traffic and we can safely do this big old U-turn, which I hope will be a U-turn. It's looking like maybe a 3-point turn is going to happen here. So we'll do that. Mr. Jeep passed by.
Tell them what we're doing. Face the truth.
All right, so we're out here, and the amazing thing about today is we've had rain. It was supposed to rain like crazy all day. Our first site, we just got some sprinkles. It was really nothing. It's been raining at this site, and I'm so incredibly proud of our volunteers who came out despite the weather to see what we're doing here. So here's our next warning sign. Right now we're heading southbound. Warning, abortion victim photos ahead. What we do is we simply pick a busy intersection, a place where people are going to be passing by, and in numbers on a Saturday. We picked this intersection in Washington and Ogden and Naperville, Illinois for today's display. Then we have volunteers come out and join us. We've had a tremendous group come out despite the rain today, and we've been setting them up with these signs during this rainstorm and showing the reality of abortion. When possible, we also pass out literature, a little harder to do when it's raining out because people can't see it, it's not quite as safe. So we're always kind of straddling a couple different divides, safety versus courage in the face of having to go a little bit out of our comfort zone. How much the weather's going to impact what we're doing. So here again, a display of, and we think it's important that these signs are being held by actual people. We could come out And we could, prop these signs up on trees. We could use bungee cords, and we could pick intersections where we only need 4 people to do a big display of signs. But we think it's important that people are holding the signs. This is a human contact. They're seeing high school kids. They're seeing college kids. They're seeing grandmas and grandpas. They're seeing moms and dads with their own children that they bring out. A lot of times we give kids this little stop abortion now stop signs that are really easy for kids to hold. So what they're seeing is a whole community, a whole cross-section of our culture that's opposing abortion. So they're seeing their own neighbors. That's one of the reasons we take our tours from place to place during the Face the Truth tour. We go from town to town. We bring our regular staff, and we have some real stalwarts who will follow us throughout the week from site to site to be part of this for the whole thing. But the bulk of our volunteers at any given location are people who live there, people like you in your own neighborhood. If something like this came to your community, would you be part of it? If the answer is yes, reach out to the Pro-Life Action League and invite us to come. We would love to travel to your town. We're based in Chicago, so the entire Midwest is accessible to us. We can throw our signs in a truck and some staff, and we gather some volunteers. We're going to go around the corner here again now and see those life signs that people see at the end of the display. Life is beautiful at 16 weeks. Life is beautiful at 7 weeks. Okay, I want to show you one more direction of our signs, because we've got a lot of life signs here going eastbound. We're not going to go as far as the warning sign this time. You've gotten to see that, what that's all about. Just waiting for a truck to pass here, and then we'll be able to do our U-turn with this big old truck. Oh, here we go. Gotta say, I really appreciate people tuning in to watch the tour on Facebook. We've asked people to pray for specific days of the tour. If you're one of those folks, my gosh, we're appreciative of that. We have been praying specifically for you at each one of our sites. For all those folks who are praying for us. And the volunteers are really grateful for it too. When we shoot our live videos and our kind of closing talk each day, it's really exciting for them to know that there's people watching, people caring, and hearing what we're doing. I'm glad we went this direction, because you can see the impact these signs have when you're stopped in traffic. When you have to stop and there's nothing to look at but that little fella's face. It's going to be hard to get that out of your mind. And maybe you're mad at the people who are holding the sign. Maybe you wish that they hadn't invaded your placid life at that moment. But maybe that image sticks with you. Look at all these life signs. Life is beautiful at 16 weeks. Life is beautiful at 7 weeks. Particularly significant message right now when the Supreme Court is about to hear the Dobbs versus Jackson Women's Health Organization case. Major abortion case. Many people expect the Supreme Court to uphold Mississippi's 15-week abortion ban, which in fact is supported by the vast majority of Americans who are very uncomfortable with abortion later in pregnancy, as they should be. They should be uncomfortable with abortion at any point. There is no substantial difference between a one-celled zygote human person who's just come into existence, the stage of life that everyone watching, everyone volunteering, and everyone passing by, it's the first stage of their life too. There's no difference there. But it's a little easier to understand how horrific abortion is when you can actually see pictures of the arms and legs that have been ripped off of the fully formed body. That's what we're talking about in this case. And so one of the things we hope to accomplish this year is to just really connect people's belief that a late-term abortion is bad with an understanding of what it really is, what these children look like, so that when that court case is coming up and the arguments are being heard and the ruling's handed down, there's a better context that people know what's really happening. Well, thanks so much for tuning in to this drive-through of our Face the Truth display. You got to see the Truth Tour display in 3 out of our 4 directions. And I hope that gives you an idea of what we're doing and why we're doing it and what kind of an impact it has on people. If this is something that appeals to you, that you think needs to be done, if you agree with my late father, Joe Scheidler, that these children have a right to be seen and that we have an obligation, therefore, to fulfill that right for them as pro-life activists, then get in touch with the Pro-Life Action League. Invite us to come to your town. Support the work that we're doing. Visit us at prolifeaction.org to make a gift, to sign up to do prayers, to find out the other things that we do. And when we show these pictures, we do lots of other things. We protest Planned Parenthood fundraisers. We hold prayer rallies and vigils. We held one just a few weeks ago at a new abortion facility in Waukegan, Illinois. It just opened up a year ago, so we had a 1-year anniversary. We're always looking for new people to collaborate with, and we're always open to new ideas too. We want to be at the cutting edge of activism on this issue. So thanks again for watching. Thanks for your prayers. God bless you, and we'll see you on our next video coming at about 4:30, maybe a little after 4:30 p.m. We'll have our closing ceremony, our closing prayer. So we hope to see you there. Watch out for that, and sign up for emails at prolifeaction.org to stay in touch. Again, thanks for coming. Thanks for watching, and God bless you.